Yeah, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a good time, good day, good life, in spite of what's happening in and around the world. Hope everybody's blessed. Welcome back to the channel, guys. And so, in today's video, I want to speak about a number of things, people. Things that are affecting people on a daily basics, everyday life. Yes, and yeah, man. And earlier on today we were having a reasoning on a number of things, and that led me to do this video because a lot of questions were asked, a lot of answers were given, a lot of things were being discussed. You know what I mean? And some of the questions that were being asked, as it relates to, because we were talking about everything, music, general life, unruly, or the youths are unruly. And some of the questions that were asked, especially to pertain to the youths, is why are the youths are so unruly? Yeah. And why the black community is so violent. Questions were asked pertaining to music. And let me get into the music part first. So we just kind of get that out the way. Some of the questions we were asked pertaining to music was who is the baddest or who is hip hop bad girl? And somebody said Nicki Minaj. And I was like, no, bruv, I disagree with you. I think hip hop bad girl is Eve. That's my opinion. If you have other opinions, people, you could jump in the comment box and let me know. Some of my friends said hip hop bad girl is Nicki Minaj. And I said, I disagree. I think hip hop bad girl has been Eve. If you have other opinions, jump in the comment box, let me know. And some other questions were asked presenting music was certain records that was made should have not been made. Certain records that was made should have never been made. For instance, Usher. Usher have a record that says changing places. Changing places and something like that. People, that record should have never been made. I think that record opened doors for the fishermen's. Because if a man say want to change places with women, I can't see around it. Jump and coming back to people, tell me what you think. Changing places. A man wants to change place with a woman. I don't want to play the song. I do not want to play the song. I don't. I do not want to play the song, people. But that's what he says, changing places. He wants to tonight with changing places. He's gonna be at the bottom and she's gonna be at the top and yo. So basically, I say him I go do what the woman supposed to do and the woman I go do what him supposed to do. I don't like them songs. It should have never been made. Another record that some of our friends think should have never been made was a record by I can't remember the name of the artist. I think it's Mario or something like that. But in this record, he says, he says that I say, so, give me a minute, give me a minute, people. He said something like, somebody told me, no, like he said, somebody said they saw you. The person you were kissing wasn't me, and I would never ask you. I just kept it to myself. I don't wanna know. And I think that record should have never been made. Why would you not want to know, fam? That's the question. That why would you not want to know if the woman is playing you? Please don't let it show. Cause, bro, now here is the benefit of knowing. Here's the benefit of knowing. If you know, there's a lot of things you could do, right? Guys, if you know, there are plenty of things you could do okay. If you've been out with a woman, and this goes for the woman them too, if your man a cheat by you, you should know. You need to know. And the reason why you need to know is where you could make a decision from there then as to protect yourself from sexual transmitted diseases, protect your heart from hurt. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things you could know. If your woman a cheat by you and you know, then you could say, okay, you're gonna walk away, or you're gonna just distance yourself to a certain extent, where you could still be bagging her but not loving her, if you know what I mean. And you could protect yourself from, like I said, sexual transmitted disease. So there's a lot of benefits as to why you should know and why you must know. So I think that some people, if you have other opinions, guys, if you think differently, jump in the comment box and comment. But I just think, if you playing me, I don't want to know. No, sir. No, brother. I want to know. Alright? So, there's some other songs that were pointed out. Like, for instance, Cape Town have a song named Granny Lovin'. Should have never been made. Granny Lovin' is a no download. Should have never been. That record should have never comes out. Granny Lovin'. Cape Town should never come out. So anyway, people, we could get into the realness of the thing now we're talking about. Alright? Hear what's going on, man. The big discussion today. A group of us we're having lunch, and I'm talking about concerned people who are concerned about the way hurt are run. You understood what I say? Yeah, man. People are concerned about the way things are going, and how hurt are run, and how the youths are behaving, and the violence, and you know what I mean, and all these things. And I remember one question was asked, somebody was like, who is to be blamed for the unruliness of the youths, and that some of it has led to the violence that we are now experiencing, you know what I mean? And research shows nostalgia can help I said mothers. Again, people, if you disagree, you could jump in the comment box. But I said mothers. And the reason why I said mothers, and I want everybody to hear me out, because this is deep. And this is serious as well. We are not on the pasa this time. We dance and what's going on in dancehall. I'm taking a break from that for a minute, because more serious things into earth is going on. So I said mothers, and people been like, why? And I think today's mothers are different from yesteryear mothers. On a serious level, I think the mothers today, they are different. They are so different from the mothers who grew us, and the mothers who grew youths before us. You know what I mean? And today's youth don't have any mothers. They got parent friend, they not the parents, they have friends. And most broken home today is caused, not all of them, but most of them is because of the mothers. Because check this out, people. And the reason why I come to all these conclusions, I've been observing, right? And I've seen where there's been a breakdown in parental skill where mothers are concerned. Mothers are more likely want to be a friend to the child than a parent. And that is where unruliness comes in because they start to feel like them and the mother are size and they can hold any conversation with the mother in any argument that the mother is in, and then them lose manners and then the mother see the, you know what I mean? Because I remember when we were kids growing up, we and our mother could not be in the same conversation unless it's about school. You couldn't hear two or see two big people stop over this attack and go join them conversation. You could have never no. We lick off head. We weren't allowed to even answer doors. As a youth, you could do that. Answer door. My father said, who come to you? Nobody come to you. Check this. Me say, I seen women grow them youth certain type of way. Never teach them the rules and the laws and the regulations. You understand? Never bring up the youth in the right way according to the Bible. So bring the youth up in the way that they should grow, and even when they reach 100 years old, they will never depart from it. I've seen where mothers haven't done that. Them treat the youth like the youth was an adult when the youth was a youth. You understand what I'm saying? And the youth becomes unruly, misbehaving, and now they are praying to God for God to change the youth. And I'm being like, what sense does that make? It doesn't make no sense. You cannot allow the youth to grow the way you want to grow. Just being a carefree parent. You know what I mean? You cannot do that. You cannot just turn your back to wrong, turn a blind eyes to the wrongs that youth is doing or what them indulging or, you know what I mean? And then now when you see say, okay, it's the youth now do well in terms of progressiveness, in more protect the wrong road, you are asking God to change him when you, when he was a kid, small baby kid coming up, you could have instilled the values into that child. Them say, like the saying, if you want a good cow, you must grow a good calf. You understand what I'm saying? So, mothers is to be blamed. And people, don't get me wrong. We have a lot of good mothers out there today. We got some good mothers. I've come in contact with some good mothers, but the majority rule and majority of them just, you know what I mean? Like, just. I hear a lady, me and a lady was having a conversation in the barber shop, right? And this woman make it known to me that her 12-year-old son was the man of the house while the daddy still lived there. So check that out. I was in the barber shop when a guy was having a haircut and his kid was running up and down in the barber shop, and they did like, Elijah, sit down. Elijah, sit down. Elijah wouldn't pay no mind. Elijah keep running up and down in the people in the barber shop. And he was like, hey, Elijah, sit down. Elijah, sit down. And Elijah never listening. And he was like, oh boy, these kids, man, really, they don't listen. And I was like, you the daddy, right? He said, yes. So I said, you supposed to make him listen. You supposed to make him listen, you're the daddy. And he was like, bro, I tried. But the mother always opposed me. You understand? He said the mother always opposed him. Is that the truth? Yes. Because I've seen it. Yes, I've seen it. I've seen where mothers oppose to the man. In fact, people, the last time I see a youth step into my house with something that the damn father and the man never provide him, he was allowed to keep it. And I was like, whoa. And we know when we were kids, you not even a marble we couldn't bring home my parents. So we get this marble and say, find it. Your mother would say, go put it back where you find it, man. Go put it back. So there are certain things a man said to me, he said, no, brother, we can't do that no more because times have changed. And I said, no, time hasn't changed, bro. Time hasn't changed. From the last time I checked, 12 o'clock is still 12 o'clock. People has changed. People have changed and changed drastically. And I know people like to blame most of the things on the system and say it's the system this and the system that. The system played a part, I must agree. The system played a part, a significant role, as in the downfall of discipline and principle in the home. The system, where the system doesn't allow a parent to spank the child. But that is because most parents take out their frustration on the kids and beat pitney without mercy. We cannot allow that. You understand? Most kids get beaten, don't even know why they get beaten for. Most parents don't even talk to their kids. Most parents don't even know what their kids' favorite food or their kids' favorite color or their favorite sports. Most parents don't do that. A kid grew up with the mother and the father don't even know when was the kid's birthday. And remember, him busy a childhood money, but you have to have family time where you can instill family values into a child. You need all those things. These are some serious things that we need to take into consideration and take back our youths.